Intimacy is a language, and penetration is one of its most powerful dialects. Listen, ladies, I don't want us to ever see sex as an act. It's not an act. It's not even an art. It's a form of worship when your reactions are real. When you let yourself actually feel pleasure, you let your body respond naturally, like you let your moan, your gaps, your movements be authentic. He melts into it because he's not just inside your body, he's inside your experience. That's something we need to realize, women. Men feel deeply when they go inside of us, not just with their bodies, but with their hearts, their minds, and their souls. He's offering his emotion, his patience, his tenderness, because in his mind, that's how he proves that what he feels isn't just physical lust, but emotional intimacy. It is depth. When he loves you, he wants you to touch the same emotional high that he is touching. He wants you to know what he feels, not just the pleasure, but the bond, the unity, the quiet peace that comes, when two people are completely tuned into each other. That's why he will slow down. That's why he will take his time to make sure that you're right there with him. That's why he will take his time when he's going down on you or kissing any part of your body. He will take his goddamn time. And when that man finally gets to experience you, after all the waiting, after all the emotional builds up, it hits differently when he makes love to you, when he goes inside of you. It's not just desire anymore. It becomes devotion, because in that moment, he's not entering your body. He's entering everything that has been sacredly kept from the world. Now, do you want to know what a man really feels when he's inside of you? I mean, deep down inside of you, inside of your body. And not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically. Now, what I'm about to talk about to you is real intimacy, because this is about connection. And yes, it is what most men will never openly say out loud. See, when a man enters you, the first thing he feels is the physical sensation, the warmth, the snugness, the way your body reacts instinctively to him. It is like a feedback loop that drives him wild. Every tiny movement, every subtle tightening or loosening is like a signal to his body and brain that he's been received by this woman. He feels it, he knows it, and it's damn intoxicating for him, especially when there is a bond beyond the bedroom already. But beyond the body, there is something more profound happening. There is a psychological intimacy that you might not even realize that he is experiencing. And this is it. When a man is inside of you, he feels a level of vulnerability, a surrender that words can't even explain, because being inside you exposes him in a way few experiences really do. He's vulnerable, yes, but it's mixed with a surge of power. Not the kind that is about control over you, but the power of connection, the power of knowing he's making you feel something real. And that's duality. That's all the difference. Vulnerable yet powerful is what makes him feel alive when he's inside of you. And it's not just about him. He's hyper aware of you too, of your reactions, your every moan, your breath, every subtle arch of your body is like a message to him. Your body is speaking, he's listening. And trust me, he doesn't just hear it with his ears, he feels it with his soul. That connection, that synchronicity between your bodies, it's deeply erotic, yes, but it is also deeply human. And here's the part most of us women don't realize. He can feel whether your reactions are real or just for sure. Every breath, every shiver, every subtle movement is like a message your body is sending straight to him. while he's inside of you. He doesn't need words, he just reads you. And he responds to what he senses is true. And that's why I always say it is don't ever fake it. If you're not feeling it, tell him. Because when you fake it, even just a little, it creates a tiny crack in that connection if he figures it out. And while you might think that he doesn't notice, his body and his mind will notice everything. The rhythm might continue, the motion might go on, but the depth, the electricity, the soulful intertwining, it dulls. It's like dancing to music without really hearing the melody. He senses the difference, even if he can't really explain it. He does. Every man does. I'm thinking every man who is very intuitive, who is very sensitive, who is in tune sexually and emotionally, they always sense it. Now imagine the opposite when your reactions are real. When you let yourself actually feel pleasure, you let your body respond naturally, like you let your moan, your gaps, your movements be authentic. He melts into it because he's not just inside your body, he's inside your experience. That's something we need to realize, women. And your real responses just guides him. It excites him. And, it connects him to you in ways that no tricks, no positions or techniques could ever. And what this then does is that you become a living, breathing map of sensation and emotion that he can follow through, thereby making him feel honored to be inside of you, to witness it, to move with you. And here's another layer to this truth. Authenticity isn't just for him alone. It's for us as women. It's for you too, because honestly, when you allow yourself to truly feel, to fully express pleasure without effort, because it's natural, it transforms the experience that you both are creating. This is when you actually stop putting on a performance, putting on a show just to please it. You stop trying to meet some imagined expectations. And in that space, your energy flows freely. Every touch, every motion, every pulse of your body becomes electric. And I bet you that your man will feel it. You will feel it. And the intimacy, the deep heart and soul intimacy will become unforgettable. So faking it may get the job done in a moment, but it just blocks the magic. That's why you shouldn't. It blocks the kind of connection that leaves him thinking about you long after the act is over. It just blocks the sacred electricity that passes between your bodies, your souls in that perfect rhythm. But when you're real, when you're authentic, when you're true to yourself and to your emotions, to what you feel, what you're feeling, what he's feeling, or what he's doing to you, when you're truly real, you simply just ignite something in him that transcends the physical. And that's when he feels seen. That's when he feels valued in the moment. He feels like he's part of something rare and truly alive. That's because you created that environment, that moment for him to feel that way. So yes, it's not just advice. It's a rule of intimacy that I want women to always stand by. Never fake it. Be present in your own way. Feel what you feel, respond how you respond, and let your energy guide him. That's what makes sex transcendent. That's what makes it powerful. That's what makes it electrifying, unforgettable. That's what makes him feel connected to you, body, soul, and mind. That's what makes intimacy so unforgettable, so memorable. Now, then comes the emotional component. See, a man in love, or even a man who is connected to you on a deeper level, will feel an intensity that words can't capture. You remember that feel-good hormones called oxytocin, right? Let me explain what this hormone does. Now, when he's inside of you thrusting, giving you that good feeling, and that closeness deepens, your bodies release an hormone called oxytocin, the same hormone that floods you when you hold someone you truly love. It's what makes the moment feel warm, safe, almost sacred. That's the chemistry of connection that the body releases. And it's why real intimacy always lingers long after the body relaxes. So when he's inside of you, the oxytocin flows through his system, making him feel attached, making him feel drawn and almost tethered to you. He feels a longing to please you, to make sure you feel every ounce of pleasure that he can offer to you. And when you respond in the truity of your emotion, truly respond, his heart feels it. That's why I said he isn't just inside you, he's inside your experience. Now, understand that there is also a mental presence that comes into play. Now, this is what I mean. When he's inside of you, right? Distraction fades. Work, stress, ego, the outside world, all of it just vanishes. That's why you see that after food, no matter how draining work is, he will tap you at night to get some. When he's inside you, he becomes hyper focused, fully present, and deeply in the moment. And he's watching, feeling, adjusting, listening to the rhythm of your body, the subtle cues that tells him where to go next. There is no pretending, no hiding. This is raw. This is primal awareness paired with what I call tenderness. And here is something that most of us women don't realize. We don't realize the fact that most men feel a desire to merge with us, not just physically, but emotionally. They say women are the weaker vessel, but trust me, men are the weaker vessel. They just put up a front so that we don't see them as weaker vessels. So they also want to merge with you emotionally. It's like he is saying with his body, I want to be part of your world, part of your energy, part of your soul. And when he senses that you're allowing it, when you're open, when you're responsive and you're connected, he feels a kind of intimacy that's rare. It's like a high that goes beyond lust. It's connection, it's trust, and it's even love wrapped into one. Men want to be loved too, okay? So the rhythm, the push, the pull, the giving and taking, every motion is a conversation when he's making love to you, when he's inside you. His body speaks to yours. His pleasure is not just about the end result. It's about the journey, the rise, the fall, the peak, the slow, the peak moment where time seems to stand still. That's when he feels closest to you. That's when he feels inside your world, not just your body. And don't forget that subtle nuances, the eye contact, baby, the way he senses your tension, your relaxation, the way your breath quickens or, slows as he's driving through your canal. He's reading all of it. Every sigh, every tremor, every slight shift is like a secret code that tells him he's doing something right, that he's giving you what you need. And when he sees that, oh my God, that moment is intoxicating. It hits him in a way that goes beyond flesh and blood. It is in his heart, his mind, his soul. And guess what? After all said and done, he starts to have that lingering feelings, the throbbing of the vein on his joystick. And those lingering feelings are powerful. Men don't always talk about this openly, but after intimacy, he feels a mix of satisfaction, pride, calm, and, a strange sense of reverence, especially when he's connected. In that moment, he himself will realize that he has shared a piece of himself that he doesn't often give freely. And if he's in love with you, if he truly cares about you, that feeling can last long after the act, after the sex is over. It's like he carries a piece of you with him. And if he's attuned, he wants you to feel it too. He wants you to feel the echo of that connection, the afterglow of what you both just shared. He wants you to carry it with you. And you will see it in the way that he pays attention to your own needs, to your body. Because when a man truly cares, his awareness expands beyond himself. He's not selfish. You wouldn't find him chasing his own release, his own ejaculation, or rushing towards the finish line without caring about you. He will be tuned in to the experience that's happening between you. And he will be paying attention to you too. Until you come, he doesn't come. As a matter of fact, he would want for both of you to come simultaneously or at the same time. That's a man who really loves you. Okay? So he will pay attention to you, to everything that you say, your body movement, every little sign, the way you breathe, the way your body shifts, the sound that escapes your mouth. They all become a language that he's learning. And when he's in love, he listens to that language with devotion. He takes his time because he wants you to be in the same emotional world, emotional space that he's in, not just following his rhythm, but sharing his feeling. That's when sex is no longer a performance, but it is a sacred worship. Listen, ladies, I don't want us to ever see sex as an act. It's not an act. It's not even an art. It's a worship. It's a form of worship. So always approach sex or love making with so much reverence. That's when you will feel the impact of it. Some people will tell you, oh, is that all sex is all about? There's nothing there. It's because you're not doing it soulfully. You're not doing it with so much depth that it requires for you to be able to feel it beyond the dimension that you are in. Okay? Now, when I talk about dimension, I'm not talking about astrology, oh, please. No. See, when a man loves you, when he's inside of you, when he's making love to you, it's not only about what he feels inside of you, it's about what he feels from you. The warmth of your body, the softness of your reaction, the comfort of knowing you're fully present with him in the moment. It all amplifies his own pleasure. He wants to create an experience where both of you dissolve into that same current, where it is no longer about him or you separately, but about the connection that you both are creating together. That's when you start to hear him moan if he has never moaned before, because he's feeling it beyond the ordinary or what he's used to. That's why sometimes don't rush it. Don't rush it. See, a man like that, right, doesn't move with selfish urgency. A man who really loves you, he doesn't move with selfish, urgency. He's not rushing anywhere. He wants to take his time. You see this love making? I want to take my time. So he will move with care. He would want to linger some more. He would want to explore. He would want you to feel that he's not just taking from you, but he's giving. He's offering his emotion, his patience, his tenderness. Because in his mind, that's how he proves that what he feels isn't just physical lust, but emotional intimacy. It is depth. When he loves you, he wants you to touch the same emotional high that he is touching. He wants you to know what he feels, not just the pleasure, but the bond, the unity, the quiet peace that comes, when two people are completely tuned into each other. That's why he will slow down. That's why he will take his time to make sure that you're right there with him. That's why he will take his time when he's going down on you or kissing any part of your body. He will take his goddamn time. He's not spending 1 minute. He's not even spending 5 minutes. He's spending time until you tell him to stop. That's how you will know, because a man in love doesn't only seek his own satisfaction. He seeks connection. He wants you to feel it with him. Yes, this is the standard that I am telling you to rate your man on. If he's not giving you this robust attention while making love to you, my darling, he's selfish. Because I'm sure that you will give him much attention. Okay? It's not about reciprocity now. It's about how you both value yourselves in the moment of great intimacy. Understanding this is powerful because it shifts the way you see intimacy. It's not just about him, it's about how your body, your aura, your openness, your energy shapes the depth of the bond that is unique to both of you. See, believe me when I tell you that as strong as our men look, they feel much more than you think, much more than they can say to you. And if you tune in, if you observe, if you respond, the intimacy just transforms from something physical into something sacred, something that transcends time, ego, and even language. So, when next you share that closeness, remember that it's a full experience for him. It's physical, yes, emotional, definitely. Psychologically, absolutely. But ultimately, it is a dance, a beautiful, intimate, soul stirring dance that only happens when two people allow themselves to be fully present. It's not just sex, it's communion between two souls, it's connection. And when you understand that, when you embrace that, you don't just give pleasure, you create a memory, a bond, you create a sensation that lingers in his mind and heart long after you both have stopped, long after your bodies have rested. And that's when a man will say, sex with this woman was mad. I can't seem to get over her. Like nobody does it like her. Sex is great with this woman. See, my fellow sisters, what I want you to take away is this: intimacy is a language, and penetration is one of its most powerful dialects. And if you learn to understand it, to feel it, to flow with it, you step into a level of connection that few of us women have ever experienced. The truth is simple, but actually profound. Men feel deeply when they go inside of us, not just with their bodies, but with their hearts, their minds, and their souls. And when we as women, when we meet with our own essence, with our own awareness, our own vibe, the experience just transcends desire. It becomes something eternal, something that echoes in our very fabric of our connection with our men. I need to change my glasses. Now, you need to realize that intimacy is never just skin deep. I like to think of it as a meeting of two souls, two worlds, two hearts. And when a man truly goes inside of you, baby, when he truly goes inside of you, he experiences all of it in ways that he can never fully explain, but in ways that he will never forget. And that's why you do not owe any man that has not yet claimed you as his that level of bond. Because what happens between two bodies is not just pleasure, it is an exchange of energy, of trust, of spirit, of souls. When you open yourself to someone, you're allowing that person into more than your body. You're letting him touch your emotional world, your softness, your sacred space. That's not something you give to anyone. That level of closeness deserves protection. It should be shared with someone who has earned the right to witness that side of you, someone who shows up for you, who holds you with respect, who gives you emotional safety. If he hasn't chosen you, if he hasn't made it clear that he values you, he treasures you, then you don't owe him that access. Because every time you connect on that deep level, you leave a trace of yourself behind. He also leaves a trace of himself behind, whether toxic or non toxic. And when it is not with someone who intends to build with you, that trace becomes a drain. You start to feel scattered, like little pieces of you are everywhere. So guarding your intimacy isn't about playing hard to get, it's about honoring your energy. Listen, a man who truly wants you will understand that your depth isn't casual. He will be patient enough to earn it, to deserve it, to rise to meet it. And when he finally does, that connection will feel safe, will be mutual, and it will be memorable, unforgettable, because it was built on commitment, not on convenience. And the truth is, when a woman keeps that part of herself sacred, it doesn't just push a real man away, it pulls him closer. It gives him something solid to lean into, something he can choose. So forget about those men who say, "Oh, if I don't have sex with you, then would you don't love me." It's a lie. It's just a manipulative tactic to get you to lay down with him. He's got to show you intentions. See, a man who's emotionally mature doesn't just want access into your body, he wants meaning. When he sees that there are places within you he hasn't yet entered, when he hasn't yet been with you physically, it challenges him in the best way possible. It awakens his instincts to pursue with purpose. Because a man who truly is drawn to you will want to experience all of you, but not just through touch. The fact that he hasn't yet had that level of access reminds him that he's still standing outside something sacred. And that realization commands both patience and respect. It makes him slow down, pay attention, and approach it with intentions rather than impulse. He starts to feel that if intimacy with you is that guarded, then it must mean something. And that awareness doesn't awaken his attraction, it intensifies it. It stirs that masculine curiosity, that silence, knowing that what he desires won't be found in every woman, because not every woman holds herself with that kind of self-worth and restraint. That's the kind of energy that doesn't beg to be chosen. It inspires a man to choose. And when that man finally gets to experience you, after all the waiting, after all the emotional builds up, it hits differently when he makes love to you, when he goes inside of you. It's not just desire anymore. It becomes devotion, because in that moment, he's not entering your body. He's entering everything that has been sacredly kept from the world. Do you understand? That kind of intimacy feels earned, not given. And men value what they earn. The anticipation, the emotional tension, the quiet awareness that there was something he had to rise to. It all transforms the experience. It becomes more than pleasure. It becomes emotional recognition. Women, carry yourself with grace. Not every Tom, Dick, and Harry should have access to you. I say this all the time, because the moment when he enters into you, that's the moment he feels the difference between a woman who was available and a woman who was ready. Ready because she trusted him, ready because he waited, because he proved himself safe enough to be let in. And that knowing humbles him, it grounds him. It makes him want to protect what he has just experienced, not just enjoyed. Because the truth is, when a man finally touches a woman he's emotionally connected to, it rearranges something inside of him. It no longer is about conquest, it's about connection. He doesn't just walk away thinking about the sex, he walks away carrying her essence. That's the kind of intimacy that stays in his chest long after it is over. And that's why so many men come back not to repeat the act, but to relieve that feeling, that rare sense of wholeness they touched in that moment with you. Because what he felt in that moment doesn't just fade into memory, it lingers in his awareness. He might go back to his life, his work, his habits, but something about that experience shifts how he feels when he thinks of you. It's not obsession. Don't get it twisted. It is recognition. A subtle, quiet knowing that something real happened, something deep, something soulful, not something superficial that he's used to. He may not talk about it, but he feels the contrast. With you, there was depth, a kind of calm intensity that's hard to replicate, and that stays with him. He carries it not as a mark, but as a quiet comparison his heart keeps making every time, even when his mind tries to move on from you to another woman. There is always you as a standard for comparison. So when he thinks of you, he doesn't just recall a moment, he feels it. The calm, the connection, the safety, the way that you touched him, the way that you didn't rush the energy between both of you. It's that emotional weight that makes you stay in his world, even without you being present. That's why you're unforgettable. That's why they can't easily replace you. They always keep coming back, orbiting to you. And that's why you notice it in the little things that he does afterwards. He might not say anything, he might not even rush to express it, but you will see it in his energy, his body, his language, the way he watches your stories. You will notice how quickly he responds to you. You observe the way he notices silent changes in you. It's all in his mind and heart, quietly processing what happened between both of you. It's not about control or obsession. It's about awareness and awakening. He's recalibrating, comparing, feeling the difference between what he experienced with you and with everything else around him. That calm, attentive energy he carries isn't always visible, but it guides his action. He will slow down. He will pay attention when it comes to you. He will approach things differently when it comes to you because he knows that that connection was rare and worth honoring. I'm talking about real men now, men who are emotionally sound, men who are healthy. I'm not talking about douchebags, for lack of better words. And if he's a man who is attuned to his own emotion, you will feel it too. You will notice how he will adjust to you, how he considers your pace, how he invests a little more patience and care. That's him just honoring the depth of what he experienced with you, even in ways he might not yet be able to articulate. It's subtle, almost invisible, but it's a direct reflection of how much that intimacy mattered to him and how it shapes his desire to meet you fully, emotionally and physically the next time that you both are together. And here is the magic of mutual responsiveness. When both of you are fully engaged, when he's feeling you and you're feeling him, it amplifies everything, even the sex. That subtle awareness, that small reaction, the way your body and your energy meet his, it makes him want to invest more. It makes him want to be patient, attentive, and deliberate with everything that he does to you in bed. He notices when you respond authentically, when you move naturally with him, when you communicate pleasure in your own unique rhythm. And that feedback, that real time emotional exchange is like fuel for him because it confirms that this isn't just casual or physical. It's something alive, something real, something worth his care and focus. So the more he senses that his actions matter to you, that your reactions are genuine, and that your energy is aligned with his, the more he slows down, the more he pays attention to you, the more he adapts. Now, in this moment, he's not thinking in terms of conquest. He's thinking about connection. And in that space, his desire deepens in ways that go beyond the physical. It becomes about intimacy, attunement, and shared experience. And here is the most important part. A man will instinctively rise to meet that energy if he feels it is mutual. He feels the weight of that connection you're creating together, and he wants to honor it. He wants to make sure that every touch, every movement, every moment is aligned with the closeness that he feels. That's how he demonstrates care without even trying to say it to you. So, in essence, when a woman is present with her authenticity and responsiveness, she doesn't just enhance his pleasure, she shapes his experience. She guides his behavior and creates a space where he wants to give more, not just physically, but emotionally. So let me bring it all together, right? Let's just try and wrap things up because we've been speaking a lot. Now, when a man is inside of you, this is what he feels. What he feels isn't just about physical pleasure. It's a full spectrum experience. He feels your body, yes, but he also feels your energy, your emotional responses, your openness, and your truth. Every movement, every breath, every subtle shift just tells him a story. And when he senses that you're present, you're authentic, and you're connected, the depth of what he experiences multiply. So it is not just lust and it is not just desire, it's connection, trust, and shared energy. Someone was asking me, what is energy all about? You talk about energy all the time. See, energy is the silence behind your femininity, how you make him feel, the peace that you create, the harmony that you create with him. You being authentically you. You're not forcing anything. You know what? I am definitely going to speak on energy differently, all right? So that you better understand when I say energy in my context. So back to the point. This is why intimacy is sacred, because giving someone access to the depth of your soul is giving them more than just your body. You're offering a place of your emotional world, your presence, your soul. That level of connection is not owed to anyone. It's meant for someone who chooses you, who values you, and is willing to meet you there fully. So when you honor yourself in this way, you don't just create unforgettable experience for him. You create safety, you create resonance, you create respect for yourself. You teach him how to show up, how to be present, and how to value connection on the same level that you do. So remember, right, that men feel deeply when they're inside of you more than most will ever say out loud. But the depth of that feeling depends on the space that you create, the authenticity that you show, and the energy that you bring. So when both of you are fully present, when you're fully aware and you're fully engaged, intimacy becomes much more than it being physical. It becomes a communion of hearts, minds, and souls. And that, my sweetheart, is the real psychological truth about what a man experiences when he truly goes inside you. Okay? All right, then. So this is where we wrap it all up until I come your way. When I do come your way, do know that I love you. God loves you best. And do well to subscribe to my channel. Okay?